I wish someone had told me that success does not always feel like winning. They said, work hard, win big, be happy. But no one said what comes after the win. No one said how empty it can feel when the noise goes away. We chase dreams. We run fast. We give up sleep, time, peace. We believe success will fix everything. It will bring joy, confidence, pride. But when we get there, sometimes we feel nothing, no cheers, no celebration, just silence. Your heart beats, but it does not dance. You smile, but it does not reach your eyes. Why? Because no one prepared you for the moment after the mountaintop. You thought it would feel like flying, but it feels like standing alone in the clouds. You look around. No one is there. The crowd is gone. The moment has passed. And now you are just there, alone. This is the truth no one tells you, that sometimes success is lonely, not because people hate you, but because no one truly understands what you gave up to get here. The time you missed, the calls you ignored, the late nights, the fear, the self-doubt. No one sees that part. They only see the finish line. But, you broke 100 times on the way. And now that you have made it, you are expected to smile, to be strong, to inspire others. But you feel empty, and that is okay. No one talks about the emotional crash after a big win. But it is real, and it hurts, because you were chasing something for so long. You did not know who you would be without the chase. You were busy climbing. Now, the climb is over, and the silence is loud. So what now? Who are you without the struggle? Let me tell you something no one told me. It is okay to feel lost after success. It is okay to sit in that silence and feel it. You are not broken. You are not ungrateful. You are just human. This is the part no one claps for. The quiet part, the reflection, the healing. Let your soul breathe. Because this is not the end. It is a pause, a space to rest, to listen, to learn. And maybe now, it is time to stop chasing things and start understanding yourself. Success is not always joy, but it can be growth. It can be truth. It can be peace. So if you are standing there on your mountain and it feels heavy instead of happy, you are not alone. I wish someone had told me that, too. I wish someone had told me that failure is not the opposite of success. It is the road to it. You will fall. You will fail. And it will hurt. No one tells you this in the beginning. They say, be strong. Stay positive. Keep going. But they do not say, it is okay to break. It is okay to cry. It is okay to feel weak. Because strength is not smiling when you are in pain. Strength is feeling the pain and still showing up. Failure will visit you, not once, not twice, but many times. And each time, it will take something from you. Your pride, your hope, your belief in yourself. You will question, am I enough? Can I really do this? Should I quit? And that is normal. That is what failure does. It shakes you. It tests you. It asks you, how bad do you really want this? Let me tell you something important. Being uncomfortable is not a punishment. It is a sign that you are growing. Growth is not gentle. It is not quiet. It is messy. It is painful. Think about this. A seed breaks before it becomes a tree. Muscles tear before they grow stronger. And people go through storms before they shine. So if life feels hard, if your heart feels heavy, if you are tired And lost, do not run away. Sit with it. Feel it. Learn from it. That is where the lesson lives. That is where strength is built. We are trained to chase comfort. Comfort food. Comfort people. Comfort routines. But comfort does not build champions. Comfort does not create change. If you want to grow, you must step out. You must feel the stretch. You must face the fear. You must walk through fire to become fire. Failure teaches you what success never can. It teaches you who you are when things go wrong, when the lights are off, when no one is watching, when you fall again and again. That is when your true self appears. The one who keeps standing, even with shaking legs, even with tears in the eyes, even when nothing makes sense. That version of you, that is the strong one. That is the real one. But here is the truth. We hate being uncomfortable. We try to avoid it. We cover it up. We run from it because it does not feel good. It feels scary. It feels lonely. But growth is always on the other side of pain. Always. No one told me this. No one said, you will fail a lot before you succeed. You will feel lost. You will doubt yourself. But that is the truth. And it is okay, because every failure, every moment of fear, every uncomfortable step is taking you closer, closer to the person you want to be, closer to the life you dream of. Let it be hard. Let it be confusing. Let it feel heavy. But do not stop. You are not supposed to have it all figured out. You are not supposed to feel strong every day. You just need to keep going. One step, one breath, one lesson at a time. You will make mistakes. You will fall again. But each time, you will rise a little wiser, a little stronger, a little closer. That is how it works. Success is not a straight road. It is a messy path with wrong turns, dead ends, breakdowns, but also breakthroughs. So if you are failing today, if you are uncomfortable, if you feel like nothing is working, do not give up. You are not at the end. You are at the middle, the painful middle, where growth happens, where strength is born, where the old you dies and the real you rises. Let go of the idea that it has to be easy. Let go of the lie that failure means you are not enough. You are enough, even when you fall, even when you are afraid, even when nothing is clear. This is not the end of your story. It is just the messy chapter before the victory. Keep going, and the pain you feel now will become the strength you thank later. I wish someone had told me that failure is not the end. It is the beginning, not something to fear, but something to face. Because only when you break, you can build the strongest version of yourself. You do not have to outshine anyone to prove your light. People will compare you. They will compare your success, your failures, your life. Sometimes you will even compare yourself to them. This is one of the hardest parts of the journey, because comparison makes you doubt. It steals your joy. It makes you forget your own worth. But here is a truth. You do not have to be louder, or bigger, or better than anyone else. Your light does not need to be the brightest. It only needs to be yours. Comparison is a trap. It feels like motivation, but it is not. When you compare, you focus on what others have, what they achieved, what they look like. You forget what you have, what you are building, what makes you unique. No two journeys are the same. Your path is different. Your timing is different. Your story is different. It is okay to admire others. It is good to learn from them. but never lose yourself in their shadow, because your value does not come from beating others. It comes from being true to yourself. Do not try to be the loudest voice in the room. Do not feel you need to shout the most to be heard. Sometimes the quietest voice carries the strongest message. Let us talk about ego. Ego is tricky. It can protect you, but it can also blind you. A big ego says, I am better than you. I must always win. I cannot be wrong. But this ego is not power. It is weakness. True power comes from humility, from knowing your strengths and your limits, from being confident without needing to prove it to others. Quiet confidence is the strongest kind of power. It does not shout. It does not show off. It simply is. When you are quietly confident, you do not worry about competition. You do not feel threatened by others' success. You focus on your own growth, your own goals, your own happiness. This is freedom. Many people think power means control. They think success means being the best. But real success is peace. Peace with who you are. Peace with your journey. Peace with others. When you stop comparing, when you let go of ego, you open space for real connection. You can support others without feeling less. You can celebrate others without jealousy. Remember this: the world does not need you to be like anyone else. It needs your light, your unique voice, your unique story, your unique gifts. No one else can do what you can do. No one else has your combination of talents, your experiences, your heart. So shine your light your way. When you focus on others too much, you lose sight of your own path. It is easy to get distracted by what everyone else is doing. It is easy to feel behind or not enough. But the truth is, you are exactly where you need to be. Your time will come. Your work will matter. Your light will shine. Do not measure your success by others' standards. Create your own definition. Ask yourself, what does success mean to me? What kind of life do I want to live? What makes me happy? When you answer these questions honestly, you free yourself from the trap of comparison. You can walk your own path with confidence, with joy, with peace. Here is something many forget. People's opinions do not define you. You are not your job title. You are not your achievements. You are not other people's judgments. You are a human being with hopes, fears, dreams, with kindness, with potential. Keep this in mind. When you feel small, when you feel lost, when you feel like you must prove yourself, ego wants you to fight, to compete, to tear others down. But humility wants you to build, to connect, to rise together. Which one will you choose? You do not have to win every battle. You do not have to be the loudest. You do not have to outshine anyone. You only have to be you, and that is enough. When you stop competing with others, you start competing with yourself. You start asking, how can I be better today than yesterday? How can I grow? How can I learn? This is the path to true success. The journey is not about beating others. It is about becoming your best self. It is about showing up, even when it is hard, even when you doubt yourself. It is about living with integrity, with kindness, with courage. So next time you feel jealous, next time you feel small, remember, you do not have to outshine anyone to prove your light. Your light is already shining. It just needs your permission to glow. I wish someone had told me that the loudest voice is not always the strongest, that the brightest light does not always win, that true power comes from quiet confidence, from humility, from knowing your worth without needing to prove it Be proud of your journey. Be proud of your light. Be proud of who you are. And let your light shine without fear, without comparison, without ego. If you want to thrive in life and work, remember these words. You do not have to outshine anyone to prove your light. Be you. That is your greatest power. I wish someone had told me that real leaders listen more than they speak. Most people think leadership means talking, giving orders, being loud. But real leadership is different. Real leaders listen. They hear more than words. They understand feelings. They learn from others. Listening is a power few use well. When you listen, you learn. You grow. You connect. But when you only talk, you miss out. Dana, the author of this journey, learned this early. She met mentors who taught her that listening is a skill, a tool, a way to lead quietly but strongly. One mentor said, "Speak less, listen more. You will be surprised what you learn." Listening is not just hearing words. It is understanding the meaning behind them. It is seeing what is not said. It is feeling the emotion in silence. When you listen well, you build trust. You build respect. You build relationships. Dana shared stories about her mentors. One was Mike Rowe. He is known for his work and wisdom. Mike taught Dana that life is a great teacher, but you have to be ready to listen. He said, "Every person you meet has something to teach you." This idea changed Dana. She started paying attention to small lessons, not just big advice, but little hints in daily talks. Another mentor was Trey Gowdy. He is a man who listens carefully. He showed Dana that sometimes the best answer is not the loudest one. When you listen carefully, you can find solutions that others miss. Mentorship is not just about advice. It is about growth. A mentor helps you see yourself clearly. They reflect your strengths and weaknesses. They guide you without pushing too hard. Listening helps in this process. When you listen to a mentor, you open your mind. You accept feedback. You try new things. Many people fear feedback. They hear criticism. They shut down. But real growth comes from listening to truth, even when it is hard. Dana learned to listen to her mentors, even when she did not like what she heard. She learned that humility and openness are keys to success. Listening is also a way to show respect. When you truly listen, you say to the other person, "I value you. Your words matter." This builds strong teams, strong friendships, strong leaders. You do not have to speak a lot to lead. You have to listen a lot. In fact, the best leaders are often the best listeners. Here is a secret. When you listen, you also listen to yourself. Quiet moments of listening help you connect with your inner voice. You learn what matters to you. You learn what to say no to. You learn your own values. Mentorship and listening go hand in hand. A mentor opens a door. Listening lets you walk through it. Dana's story teaches us, do not rush to speak. Do not rush to lead. First, listen. Listen to others. Listen to yourself. If you want to grow, if you want to lead, if you want to succeed, start by listening. Every great leader you admire, they all have one thing in common. They listen. Remember this. Listening is not weakness. It is strength. It takes courage to be silent, to pay attention, to understand deeply. Mentorship is a gift. It is a chance to learn from someone who has walked before you. But this gift only works if you open your ears and heart. Dana's journey shows us that real wisdom comes from others, but only if we are ready to hear it. So when you meet a mentor, do not just wait for your turn to speak. Listen, ask questions, reflect. This is how you grow. This is how you become more. Real leadership is not about being the loudest in the room. It is about holding space for others. It is about learning every day. It is about growing quietly, but powerfully. I wish someone had told me this sooner, that real leaders listen more than they speak. If you want to be a leader, be a listener first. Your growth, your success, your power, all start here. Thank you for listening. And remember, the quiet power of listening can change your life. A meaningful life is not found in applause. It is found in peace. Most of us think success means loud wins, big money, fame, recognition. But what if success is something else? What if it is quieter? Dana learned this truth the hard way. She chased the usual signs of success. She worked hard. She reached goals, but still felt empty. The applause did not fill her heart. The trophies did not bring peace. She realized success is not about what others see. It is about what you feel inside. True success is about joy, about balance, about the people you love. It is about waking up happy, feeling calm in your soul, having time for family and friends. Dana's journey taught her to redefine success. It is not about the loudest voice or biggest check. It is about the quiet moments that matter most. At the end of the day, what will matter to you? Will it be the praise from strangers or the smiles of those you love? Success is a life worth living, a life with meaning, with purpose, with peace. Dana wrote a letter to you, the listener. She said, "Here is what I wish someone had told me. Do not let the world's loud definition of success drown your own truth. Find what brings you joy. Protect your peace. Value your health. Cherish your family. Because in the end, these are the things that last. The rest is just noise." This is not to say work hard is bad. Work hard. Dream big. But do not lose yourself in the chase. Balance your ambition with your heart. When you redefine success, you find freedom. Freedom to be you. Freedom to live on your own terms. So today, think about your life. What does success mean to you? Is it money, power, or is it peace? A life worth living is not perfect. It has ups and downs, but it is full of moments that make your soul smile. Remember, real success is a quiet power. It is found in simple joys, in deep love, in calm mind. So do not wait for applause. Look inside, find your peace, and live a life you are proud of. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, your success is yours to define. Make it a life worth living. If you liked this, stay tuned for more. Your story is just beginning.